On this edition of the ZTV Sports Report, we'll give you scores and highlights from our Akron Zips men's and women's basketball teams.
We'll also have our first highlights from Akron women's lacrosse team and peek into what a day in the life of a women's basketball player looks like. So stay right here because the ZTV Sports Report starts now. Welcome back to the spring 2020 semester of the ZTV Sports Report, your home for everything Akron Zips athletics. I'm Nico Weathers.
And I'm John Alfieri. So Nico, basketball season is coming to an end here, but men's basketball has been dominating as of late. They're on a 4-game winning streak leading up to their matchup against Miami on February 22nd.
Akron was looking for an easy win against Miami to keep the #1 seed.
Here with the highlights of the Akron versus Miami game is my co-host, Nico Weathers.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? On February 22nd, the Akron Zips took on Miami of Ohio Redhawks at the James A. Rhodes Arena in the second battle of the MAC Conference. Coming into this game, the reigning MAC Conference Player of the Week, Lauren Christian Jackson, has been tearing it up. Also, while Akron's been on a heck of a run to skyrocket to the #1 seed in the MAC Conference. Akron came out the gate firing, doing something they haven't done all season, and that's limit the opposition on the scoreboard in the first half. They kept the Redhawks in check throughout the first half. They stifled the visitors to only 30% shooting, which was 10 for 33. While the game's slower pace kept turnovers down for both sides, Akron denied Miami to get clean looks at the hoop and limited the Redhawks to just 3 offensive rebounds before the half. Despite Miami of Ohio's numerous runs, Akron's defense fended off each one as the defense led the way the entire game. On the afternoon, Akron blocked a total of 7 shots with Jaden Sales and Dane Riak leading the way with 2 apiece. Those rejections, along with a bunch of clutch layups and 3-pointers by Lauren Christian Jackson, the reigning MAC Player of the Week, and Tyler Cheese and Channel Banks, kept Akron ahead for most of the game. The Zips claimed the lead with 10:14 remaining in the first half, and they never trailed again, leading by as many as a total of 17 points as they won their 5th straight game and their 13th of 15th game at home this season. With this win against Miami of Ohio, Akron retains the top record in the MAC Conference, and they are in prime position for the first-round bye in the upcoming MAC tournament. With 2 of their last 4 remaining games at home, the Zips will have a chance to continue their quest for the top tournament seed with the aid of some home court advantage. Akron's 75-65 win over the Miami of Ohio Redhawks was led by seniors Tyler Cheese and Zarius Williams, who led Akron with 17 points each. Tyler Cheese also had 6 rebounds and 4 assists, while Zarius Williams collected his 10th double-double of the season by grabbing 10 rebounds. Senior Channel Banks and reigning MAC Conference Player of the Week, Lauren Christian Jackson, followed that performance up with 14 points each in the win. The leading rebounder for the Zips was Dane Riak, who claimed 11 boards on the night. Here with the post-game press conference after the win, head coach John Gross.
Time of year is a great win. I was proud of our guys, especially in the first half. I did not think we shot the ball very well. We struggled in particular from 3, and I thought we had some great looks, but we did not tie our defensive effort and our rebounding at all in the first half. And we had 20 out of 23 defensive rebounds back. We guarded our tails off, and that's really what got us the lead was our defense. In the second half, we weren't quite as good defensively. The numbers certainly show that. Not only defensively in terms of the defensive statistics, but also the glass. We got hit hard on the glass. We got to be better there. And then flipped it. So the first half we shot 2s well. Second half we shot 3s a little bit better, so.
But until next time, my name is Nico Weathers, and thank you for watching.
What a great win, Zips. Akron then traveled to Bowling Green on Tuesday, February 25th. Bowling Green was looking for revenge from their previous game. Sadly, Akron lost by 2 points, but retained the #1 seed for the time being.
After facing Bowling Green, they then traveled to Buffalo on Saturday, February 29th. This is Akron's last away game, and they were focusing on getting a win. At halftime, Akron was down by 1 point. Coming back onto the court, the Zips then won against Buffalo 86-73.
With only 2 games left in their regular season, Akron played at the James A. Rhodes Arena on Tuesday, March 3rd against Ohio University. Here with the highlights is Brianna Gordon.
On Tuesday, March 3rd, Akron U faced off against Ohio in an intense game. Akron U was down by 15 points most of the game, with Ohio scoring the first 5 points and keeping the lead until the last 10 minutes of the game. At the start of the game, there was even a moment when Banks dropped the ball, allowing Ohio to steal and eventually score. The Zips continuously tried to score on Ohio, but lacked defense and allowed Ohio to score up to 50 points throughout the game. Ohio didn't stop there, with Brown and Preston passing to each other, eventually passing to number 5, Class, who dunked, enlarging the score by 1 point. Ohio didn't plan to stop there either. Akron attempted to match the point with a continuous pass between Triple, Riak, Cheese, and Ali. The Zips didn't seem too sure on what their next move was going to be. Banks eventually takes the shot, only to miss, and Ohio takes the rebound. The Zips are fouled, allowing Ohio's number 11, Obanda, 2 free throws, which he makes, making the score 18-15. Obanda scored 15 points for his team respectively, helping to keep the gap open between Akron. The Bobcats were able to score multiple points in the first half due to turnovers. The Zips had 7 turnovers in the first 20 minutes alone. Akron takes the chance after, with number 5, Reese, scoring a point. Here's Coach Gross with his thoughts on the game.
Ohio in the first half was just absolutely terrific. I told the staff at halftime, I said, we can make a couple adjustments here and there, but, I thought they were making big-time shots. Their execution on offense was really good. Coming into the game, I felt like they were playing as well as anyone in the league. They'd won 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 7 and could really see them coming on. I told Jeff that earlier, even today. Defensively, I thought they were, much more advanced than when we saw them in game 1. And then offensively, they've been hitting on all cylinders. We saw that certainly in the first half. Fortunately, in the second half, we were able to slow them down a little bit.
The second half turned around for the Zips, where they were eventually able to take the lead thanks to continuous three-pointers. Game ended with Akron U winning 74-76. My name is Brianna Gordon, and thanks for watching ZTV Sports.
What a win over Ohio. The Zips were losing at halftime, but they eventually took the lead and won 74-67. Akron's record is now 23-7 and only have one more game of the regular season against Kent State on Friday, March 6th.
The Zips are MAC champions of the 2020 regular season. Congratulations, guys. Akron is playing in Cleveland in the MAC tournament the week of March 8th.
John, this is all very exciting, but I think it's time to take our first break of the show. When we come back, we will have highlights from the women's basketball and women's lacrosse team. Stick around. Welcome back. Let's stick with basketball, but this time let's talk about the women's team, who has been dominating lately. Melissa Jackson and the team have won 4 out of the last 5 games since February 15th.
The change I have seen, Nico, has been their ability to stretch the floor and create open shots. Haley Rynell and Jordan Dawson have been on a tear lately, as well as Alyssa Clay coming off the bench knocking down threes.
Here with the highlights from the Zips women's basketball against Ohio Bobcats is my co-host, John Alfieri.
The Akron Zips took on the Ohio Bobcats on Saturday, February 22nd. At the time, Ohio led the MAC East with a record of 14-6. This was the Akron for NACON game to benefit breast cancer awareness. Ohio started off strong in this one as Gabby Burris snags this rebound and puts it back in off the glass. Akron was down the entire first quarter but found some life after Shawnee Edmonds went coast to coast and sidestepped for a tough layup that she made look effortless. In the second quarter, Akron kept that momentum as Alyssa Clay buried a 3 from deep. Akron eventually tied the game and turned the tides off this Jordan Dawson steal that she took all the way down the court before banking it in to take the lead. Right before halftime, Shayna Harmon had a drive of her own that she somehow got to fall. The score at halftime would be Akron 40, Ohio 37. The Zips knew they would have to play some of their best basketball to win against this talented team. The second half opened up with the same intensity as CeCe Hooks drives in for the layup. She would have an eventful day, but more on that later. Akron was down but kept fighting back as Kendall Miller blows by defenders and banks it in. Haley Rynell missed a corner 3, but Jordan Dawson was there to snag the rebound and fought hard underneath for the tough bucket. Dawson then drove to the baseline and made a spectacular pass to Rynell to put the Zips within 2. The Jordan Dawson show continues as she splashes a 3 to put the Zips up 1 in the fourth quarter. She finished the game with 20 points. Akron could not miss as Edmonds dishes it out to Clay for the easy 3. The turning point in this one was late in the game when Dawson was fouled by CeCe Hooks, making that her 5th foul. She fouled out with a career high of 41 points. Edmonds would put the Zips up 3 with this free throw, but Ohio would have one more shot. Erica Johnson took a long 3 that was just off the mark. The Zips will hold on for a 79-76 victory. This was a huge upset. Head coach Melissa Jackson had this to say after the game.
Wow, great win. Unbelievable win for our program. I have so much respect for Ohio, and Bob Bolden is a phenomenal coach, and they do a great job over there. But I was just really, really proud of our group. We got punched in the face a little bit, in that first quarter, but I thought we stayed the course. We came back, we continued to fight. That was the message all day, fight. Because it's the Akron for NACON game. We got a bunch of cancer survivors and fighters here, and so we really wanted to fight for 40 minutes, and this is a big time win for us. Everybody that follows our team, we've been in so many close games, and I think we're starting to see all that, pay off right now. We're learning from those. We have the experience now. We're getting over the hump. We're on a three-game win streak, and I've told them all along, it's all about getting hot at the right time.
With ZTV Sports, I'm John Alfieri. Whew, what a game. Akron was down early but did not let that faze them as they pulled out the win. Currently, they are seated 3rd in the MAC East.
It looks like our men's and women's teams will be heading to Cleveland in a couple weeks, John. What do you think their chances of taking the title home are?
Well, Nico, while the chances of both amazing feats to happen are slim, I think Akron has a better shot than most programs. Akron's men's team has been on a very good stretch all year, and it'll have to depend on them making threes in order to win. The women's team, while they have struggled a little bit more, has shown up against good competition. We know one thing, though, anything can happen in March.
I agree, John. Let's switch gears to women's lacrosse, who in their first season here at the University of Akron have yet to claim a win. This is a young team, and they're still struggling to find their bearings, though.
Here with the highlights of the women's lacrosse team versus St. Francis is Braden Fisher.
Akron, coming into the game, had a record of 0-3 and was hoping to get their first win of the season against the St. Francis Red Flashes. As soon as the game started, Akron was on the defensive after number 16, Abby McMullen, was unable to win the opening faceoff. A great clear by goalie Abby Lurch to number 3 midfielder Gianni Buzelli gave the Zips a chance to go on the offensive, and they were able to capitalize with a wraparound goal from number 29, Anna Dennison, making the score 1-1. The ball coming out of Dennison's stick mid-cradle causes a turnover, allowing the Red Flashes to take advantage and go on the offensive. Although the Zips quickly recover and are granted a fast break opportunity, they are unfortunately able to capitalize with no one able to get open. A fantastic top right save by goalie Abby Lurch gives the Zips a chance to close the 3-1 deficit with 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Number 1, Kaija Kuntu runs towards the goal with the hope of scoring, but misses just right of the cage, turning the ball over. Not long after, number 6, Sarah Pattinson tries to circle the crease while guarded for a goal, but is stopped by the Red Flashes goalie. Akron's inability to win faceoffs played a large role in the 7-1 score at the end of the first half. If the Zips wanted to pull this off, something drastic would need to change in the second half. A couple minutes into the second half, number 5, Caitlin Morris, wraps around the goal for a shot and is fouled, but she's able to make the resulting penalty shot with ease. A St. Francis fast break leads to a missed shot and an extended stay on defense for the Zips as they struggle to scoop the ball in an attempt to regain possession. Good ball movement puts Akron in a position for number 10, Alexis Kiefer, to shoot, only to be blocked by the St. Francis goalie before falling to the ground. Luck was not with the Zips as they were unable to get past the Red Flashes defense and missed multiple shots on goal. Their luck was bound to change, and it did when Dennison wrapped around the back of the goal and put the ball between the goalie and the pipe, resulting in a celebration by her team. Number 30, Abby Schaefer, runs past her defender to bounce the ball over the goalie's shoulder, adding another point for the Zips, then throwing her stick to the ground in triumph. Number 8, Sydney Franklin, gets stick-checked, causing her to lose the ball and putting the Zips back on the defensive. Pattinson passes the ball to Kuntu, who shoots at the top right corner of the goal, scoring, giving the Zips their 6th and final point of the game. Akron would end up losing to the St. Francis Red Flashes 12-6, making their record 0-4. Signing off, I'm Brady Fisher.
Another close loss for the Zips. I think we have to cut them some slack, though. They are very young with little to no college lacrosse experience. I think they're building something great for years to come without demanding immediate success.
Before we take our second break, let's give some shout-outs to our Akron women's swimming and diving team, who captured their 7th straight MAC title on Sunday, March 1st.
They traveled to Buffalo, New York to compete in the MAC tournament. The Zips swimming and diving team was ranked 25th in the country coming into the tournament.
Akron gained 811 points throughout the 4 days of the tournament, taking the win. Buffalo came in second with 738.5 points, and Eastern Michigan came in third with 485. Akron was leading the board with 72.5 points over Buffalo and 326 points over Eastern Michigan. From the ZTV Sports Report, we are proud of the women's swimming and diving team, and we wish you congratulations.
We also want to congratulate our men's indoor track and field teams who captured the 2020 MAC title on Saturday, February 28th. Man, it was a successful weekend for the Zips, John.
You got that right, Nico. Hopefully, there will be many more successful weekends coming in the near future. When we come back, we'll have our segment of A Day in the Life. Stick around.
Welcome back. For those who do not know me, I'm Lillian Cox. Before we get to seeing the day in the life of Shawnee Edmonds, we're going to play a little game on This Weekend Insight. In my hands, I have 5 facts about 5 different athletes from 5 different sports. When you guys think you know who it is, raise your hand, and whoever gets the most will win. Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, number 1. She's the only senior on her team. Her position all 4 years of college was defender. She played on the women's soccer team. From 2016 through 2019, her goal points is 68, and her shots on goal percentage is 0.270. Who is she?
Is it Ashley Amito?
Correct.
All
this
right.
person is Ashley Amito.
I'm not going to be a hater, John.
Okay, person number 2. He is one of 5 seniors on his team. He transferred here from Florida Southwestern State College in 2018. He's played 852 minutes in his season so far, set a new career high against Miami with 27 points in 2019. This season, he's collected 25 points in 1 game against Western Michigan. Who is he?
Is it Tyler Cheese?
Yes, this person is Tyler Cheese.
That was my
Awesome.
guess.
I'm awesome. Yeah.
Okay, number 3. He is a redshirt junior on the Akron's football team. He is number 1, and his position is quarterback. His longest pass was 87 yards facing Eastern Michigan. He started 10 games as quarterback this season, and in 2018, he was the team's offensive MVP. Who is he?
Cato Nelson.
Correct. This
There it
person
is.
is Cato Nelson. Okay, number 4. She is one of 2 seniors on her team. All 4 years, she was a middle blocker. While facing Western Michigan, she's collected 22 points and 17 kills. In 2018, she's led the team with a .323 hitting percentage. And from 2016 through 2019, her total kills were 643. Who is she?
That's easy. Right here. Ashley Richardson.
Correct.
Yeah.
This person is Ashley Richardson.
Killing me.
Well, here's the last person. She is one of many seniors on the women's basketball team. This season, she has played 36 minutes out of the 40 in 1 game. She has played as a forward all 4 years of college. So far this season, she has played a total of 727 minutes, and she is majoring in marketing management. Who is she? Yeah?
Caitlin Verdi.
Caitlin Very.
Very. I'm sorry.
Close, but correct.
Oh, I took too long. Man.
This person is Caitlin Very. Well, the winner is Nico. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
greatness
your
does.
zips.
Well, thanks, Lily, for your help. Now it's time to take a look at a day in the life of Shawnee Edmonds.
My name is Shawnee Edmonds, and this is a day in the life of me. I am from Pittsburgh, PA. I am a senior. My major is organizational supervision, and I chose Akron because it was close, and I like the campus, and I like my teammates. Basketball played a huge role in coming to Akron. Getting a scholarship, a full scholarship, coming here, it was just a blessing. I am currently taking 16 credits. 2 of them is in class and 4 of them is online. Well, my social life, I'm not like a big talker, so I surround myself with just my teammates and my family. And school-wise, I handle everything in the beginning of the week, so I don't have to do anything the rest of the week. I really just go by the schedule and then come in here when I need to. I mean, if I have homework, I'll do it, but other than that, I listen to music all day, every day. I go home, watch TV, listen to music, see what music songs came out, what new movies came out. Just go by that. I wake up, go to class if I have it, shoot around, stay here, get treatment, chill, take a nap, or do other work. Then about an hour and a half before I get taped, any other treatment, and then an hour before I'm on the court. I wouldn't say nervous, but before tip-off, I get butterflies. My name is Shawnee Edmonds, and this is a day in the life of me.
Well, that would do it for this episode of the ZTV Sports Report.
Make sure you follow us at ZTV Sports Report on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest Akron Zips scores and highlights. Signing off, I'm John Alfieri.
And I'm Nico Weathers.
Go Zips!
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.